So yesterday, I was riding my bike with my ball-dot tires and I thought to myself, what would an e-bike look after 3 years of riding? I expected the worst because I only had my bike for 5 months and things are wearing out already and I haven't even learned to wheelie yet. But after some research, I was super surprised with the outcome. So in today's video, I'll be breaking down each month and how your e-bike performs after 3 years of adventure and riding. So without further ado, let's get into it. But first, take a look at this. So I guess this is y'all's face reveal. No more ski mask. Also ignore the afro, I'm getting it cut soon. It's way too long. Now starting when you first got your e-bike, look at me, I was so happy. Everything feels fast, silent, and super fun. The battery life will shock you. You ride way more than you anticipated. Almost like an addiction that I have. It gets worse in the winter, don't worry. You likely haven't thought about modding it yet, unless you are super conscious about what people think and got pressured into it, but you know, no issues, and you almost feel invincible. Fast forwarding to month 2 to 3 of owning your bike, you start to get your first few scratches, and at the time, you really care about keeping your bike brand new, especially if you paid for it with your own money, just like I did. The chain starts to stretch slightly. You don't notice it though. The brakes become softer and go back further, essentially wearing out your brake pads. The back tire starts to wear a bit. The battery is still strong, but you start to notice some range differences based on how you ride that day. You start to feel the stock parts limiting, and you want to start to mod it. Nearing month 4 to 5, you decide to buy an ODI plate to replace the crappy stock one. You buy a seat cover for better grip, maybe even some new brakes and tires, but me myself, I didn't yet. I do need it though. You start feeling comfortable wheeling and hitting jumps. Little scratches don't feel like much, like cracking a screen protector, or your whole phone. You also buy new brake pads because at this time, you're gonna need them. You will also complain about performance more, like the suspension being too stiff or too soft. You're still addicted though. Month 6, 7. People also say I look like the 6'7" kid. Do you guys see it? Anyway, you buy new tires. I'm buying Shinkos because supermotos are too bare for trails, but dirt bike tires are too knobby for street and wheeling. Shinkos are kinda in between. Recommend that the most. At this time, you either love your bike more than anything, which is me, or you realize it's not for you and you sell your bike. But if you're a real one, keep watching till the end. Fast forward to month 10 to 12. The battery range is still 90% what it used to be when you first got it. If you take care of it, of course, make sure to watch my short for how to make your battery last a long time and how to keep it healthy. Your bike no longer feels new, and you don't mind beating it up a little bit. At this time, you either modded it heavily or just kept it stock. Now that year 1 is done, it's time to enter year 2, the wear year. Now, I've only owned my bike for 6 or 7 months, but I researched this video heavily during my vacation instead of enjoying myself, because I love you guys. Scrap. Anyways, entering year 2 of owning your bike. Your motor's still going strong if you don't live in the desert, where it overheats easily. The bearings definitely need to be replaced. The brake rotor's warped, and the suspension must be serviced. The hype starts to wear off, which is the sad part. You start to wonder if you need a new bike, or should you continue to mod this one out? Or maybe you grew a lot and need a bigger bike, which will unfortunately never happen to me. You're also really good with knowing about your bike, how to fix it, the feel, etc. At this point, it's probably impossible to make a profit if you decide to sell your bike, because at this point, you probably have at least 5,000 kilometers on it, and it's pretty beat up too, no matter how much you try to save it. Plus, new models are what people want, not a bike a kid messed with. A lot of people sell their bike within the first year or 2, either to upgrade or just moved on, which will never be me. Moving on to year 3. Now this part shocked me quite a bit, but I guess you can call it the decision year. At this point, the battery's around 70% of what it was new, which was 3 years ago. The range is obviously low, charging takes way longer. At this point in time, a decision has to be made, either to sell it, rebuild it, or keep it. Sell it to get a new bike, like upgrading from a Light B to an Ultra B, or Triple X to a Komodo. It's upgrading based on how tall and experienced you are, and how much you think you're going to use it. Or you just sell it to get a dirt bike, or a car, or a mountain bike, or just starting with something different. Rebuild it, giving it a new makeover, powder coating it, new suspension, new battery, new controller, new motor, brakes, all the fancy stuff, if you love your bike this much. However, it's probably better to sell it because 3 years ago you bought this bike, and technology has definitely advanced since. At this point, we have reached a new era in e-bikes, so it would probably be better for your wallet, or you decide to keep it, which I don't recommend, by the way, because it's probably at the end of its life now, and keeping it means it will definitely break really soon. So in my opinion, I'd say when you get to this point, to get a new bike. You don't have to necessarily sell the other one. Getting a new bike can open new doors for you, and it will just be like 3 years ago when you bought your bike that brought you to this point today. Now, I'm sorry if you got emotional, because I definitely did. But if someone owned their bike more than 3 years, is watching this video, make sure to comment down below what happened to see if I'm accurate or I'm just lying to y'all. But the cycle just repeats itself. E-bikes are one of the most greatest innovations ever. Think 1 year ago today, I had no idea what e-bikes were. Best decision ever was to save my money that I worked for all summer to buy my bike and start this wonderful YouTube journey, which started with me just recording on my GoPro for fun and uploading it with no editing whatsoever, like these videos, plus my AI thumbnails. Then I tried editing my videos using voiceover editing, and my first video went viral. For 24K views might not seem a lot to you guys, but for me with 200 subs at the time, that was crazy. Then I started seeing my potential with my personality and dedication. I can create so much content for all of you. Whoa, that's deep. Now thank you guys so much for watching all the way until the end, and make sure to subscribe for some more content. Technically, my last video I recorded blew up, because the last video I posted was a little bit of an older video. I'm referring to the Christmas one. And I gained over 400 subscribers in just 2 days. And my entire time I was on my vacation, I went from 580 subscribers to 1,500 subscribers, which is insane, guys. And my shorts started to blow up as well. I finally know what it feels like to have a community and to finally get my content out there. Anyways, enough with the sappy talk. My favorite YouTuber of the week is Offline Red. I only knew him for his bike that blew up at first, but after I started watching his content, it's really entertaining. I also wanted to give a shout out to Chaz Main. He's struggling to grow his channel a bit, so sub to him to make his day. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Let's go!